Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Austin, and today we're going to be looking at the Nikon D800. We're going to be determining if this thing is still worth owning in 2019. Okay, so to test this thing out, we're going to be going up above Red Rocks, Colorado. I'm going to be testing both the video and the photo capabilities of it. I've actually owned this camera for about 2 years, and I've been using it as a professional photographer, but I've only used it for video very recently, and I found some really interesting things out with the video capabilities of this camera. So I want to tell you guys about that, and then also talk to you guys about the price of this camera if you're interested in buying it, or if you own it and you're interested in selling it. So we're going to take a look at all that, and let's get to it. But first, I'm going to need to grab a few things. So let's go. Woo! Let's do this. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to talk to you about with the D800 is the photo capabilities. Very strong photo camera. Actually, if you want to stop the video right now, this is all you need to know. This camera will do everything you need for photography purposes, no questions asked. It has a 32 megapixel sensor. It's way more than anything that a beginning photographer would need, or if you're looking at this as your first full frame camera, absolutely it is going to do wonders for photography. So definitely recommend it as a photography camera. Really high and good ISO performance. It is a bigger body, but I mean, you're talking about a professional camera, so you're getting into that kind of level. Also, you get the access to the F-mount Nikon lenses on this, which have supreme quality for photography, and you also get the Nikon color science, which is really nice. I wouldn't say it's quite as nice as Canon's, but it's up there in that range. Really great camera for photography. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about with the D800 is its video capabilities. I'll tell you right off the bat, there's no 4K and there's no quality slow motion 1080p. You're limited to 30, 24, and 25 frames per second in 1080p, and then you're limited to 60, 30, 25, and 24 frames per second in 720p with no 4K. So unfortunately, you are really limited in your frame rate and video quality when you're dealing with the D800. The other thing that really sucks is Nikon's autofocus. Absolutely horrible, would not rely on it at all. However, I will say, when you pair the Nikon D800 with a vintage lens, or you use the camera in manual mode, you can get some incredible shots for your video. It makes great time lapses, and it does incredible locked off tripod shots. Excellent camera for that. However, I would not recommend it if it's the only camera that you're going to be using for video, as it does take a lot of manual focusing and patience when it comes to understanding the camera. And it's also a much bigger camera, so it's not as easy to just run and gun and do your video. I think a lot of people would be better off with something like an 80D or a Canon EOS M50, which is what I'm filming on right now. But the D800 does a great job of being my B camera, and also doing like locked off talking head shots. So let's keep going. Okay guys, we got a good amount of photos and video off the D800. Let's get back to the studio and see what we got. Alright guys, welcome back to the studio. So, what are my final thoughts on the Nikon D800? Is it worth owning in 2019? Well, it really kind of depends. If you are a still photographer and your main concentration is photography and you're not that interested in video, I would say absolutely. Getting the Nikon D800 will save you a lot of money, but it'll also get you into the full frame photography game. So definitely would recommend it for anybody who's just interested in photography. However, if you are really interested in video, I don't necessarily think that the Nikon D800 is for you. It does have decent video capabilities, however, the lack of autofocus makes it a really bad option for anybody who's just getting into video. Now, if you have a lot of experience and you're fully comfortable focusing on manual, then the Nikon D800 gives you a really great option, really great color science, and a really sharp image with plenty of pixels to play with. If you currently own a Nikon D800 and you're thinking about selling it or upgrading to a full-frame mirrorless Nikon, such as the Nikon Z6 or Z7, I would really encourage you to look into that. I just recently did that, and Adorama wasn't taking the Nikon D800 at all, and B&H Photo would only give me $360 for the camera. Now, when I looked the camera up, I was seeing it going for $600 to $700. I even found one for around $800. So to me, I feel like the camera is worth way more than the $360 I can get from B&H. So I would encourage anybody who has a D800 to continue to hang on to it, because the photo quality and the image quality that is coming out of this camera, it's still as good, if not better, than some of the other cameras that are on the market today, including some of the full frame cameras that are on the market today. Now, when you get into video, obviously it's a different story, but when you're talking about photo quality, the Nikon D800 still competes with any of the top level cameras right now. I also just want to say thank you to all of those of you who have been watching my videos and supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. I love doing this, and I love getting these reviews out there, and I know that this channel is new, but I'm dedicated to making this happen and getting these videos out for you guys. So thanks for sticking around, and if you're still watching this video, awesome. Thank you so much. It means a lot.